things. This webinar is very much an interactive webinar. There's going to be some poll questions. We want to gather as much information within the industry that we can to help and continue to assist with multiple aspects within the SAP environment. Fisnik Vaseli, who is one of Core ALM's senior ALM consultants, will be spearheading our demonstration and presentation for us, and I will pass controls on to him when we get to that point. But for now, we're going to go ahead and get started. And first and foremost, we have our first poll question, which is, have you upgraded to Solution Manager 7.2? If you can please take the time to go ahead and answer this question. I'm going to give everybody some time to do so. And once we close the polls here, I'll go ahead and we're going to show you what the results are, so you have an idea of where not only your organization stands, but others as well with regard to the upgrade of 7.2. As you're aware, it goes out of active support at the end of this year, so this is some good information just to have. We're going to go ahead and close the poll at this time, and I'm going to go ahead and share these results with you so you have an idea of where we're at. So according to the results, it shows 65% of those in attendance have not upgraded to 7.2. So just a friendly reminder, 7.1 will go out of active support at the end of the year. That you can continue support for additional fees with SAP, but it might be an opportunity to go ahead and switch over to 7.2. So we're going to go ahead and move forward from there. Today's agenda: who is Core ALM? Obviously, you've joined our webinar. Some of you have joined our webinars in the past. We want to make sure we let you know who we are as a company and some of the services we provide. Impact of custom code, obviously exactly what the presentation is about today. Efficient custom code management, live demonstration. We're going to, Fisnik will actually dive into the SAP system and show you exactly how the custom code management system works. And then we're going to wrap it up with a Q&A session. And again, please submit your Q&A session through the question box on the webinar. And just a reminder, we are going to continue with some additional poll questions as we go through it. So a little bit about Core ALM. Core ALM is a dedicated team of experts focused on digital transformations lifecycle by establishing the digital core foundation, leveraging SAP HANA, Solution Manager, application lifecycle management, and DevOps. Our founder used to run the SAP Solution Manager practice in North America. Externally recognized leader with a proven track record to deliver ALM services and drive adoption of SAP Solution Manager and ALM. As you're aware, we are the innovators and the go-to folks with regard to Solution Manager and ALM. We have adopted a proven agile methodology and accelerators to drive quicker adoption. We have over 50 years of experience in this field. And basically what that means for you is you're getting the experts, you're getting the SAP knowledge leaders that can help you with projects, questions you might have, just the industry know-how with regard to not only SAP, but non-SAP as well. We have performed work for the top SAP clients such as Apple, Microsoft, Disney, Harley-Davidson, Coach, etc. Some of the services offered by Core ALM, obviously custom code management is one of them. Testing is a huge service that I'm sure all of you are very much knee-deep in, as well as obviously Solution Manager and ALM. But now with HANA and the transformation to the cloud, that is also huge, and we can provide you information with that and possibly give you some test cases behind that. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us and let us know what we can do to help with regard to that. Some of the awards, certifications, and partnerships we have for the past 3 years. We've been a finalist for the Pinnacle Award. What basically that means is we are one of the top dogs when it comes to servicing SAP. And SAP has recognized that, and we are also a silver partner with SAP. We are certified application management services and run SAP implementations. Okay. Our next poll question has now popped up. So our next poll question is: do you currently use Custom Code Management? So if you could take this time to go ahead and answer that for us, and let us know if this gives us an idea. This way we kind of know if what we're saying makes sense, or if not, perhaps we need to schedule some additional time with you and get that information out to you. So I'm going to go ahead and close the poll at this time. Fantastic. And I'm going to go ahead and share these results with you. So according to our results, 60% of you are currently not using Custom Code Management. So right now when FISNIC gets started, this is going to be beneficial to you, and hopefully it allows you to gather some information to better assist not only your organization, but perhaps create a roadmap and create some synergy within the organization and with CoreLM to see what we can do to help you with that. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to FISNIC at this time. Okay, and I'm going to give the controls to FISNIC.
Hi, Tony. And in this webinar, I'll be walking through your custom code management, explain the tools that are in Solution Manager that can help you implement successfully custom code lifecycle management. Custom code management is an approach to manage your custom extension in SAP environment for specific business process needs during the whole lifecycle of your custom code objects. The goal of custom code management is to improve your code quality and technical implementation while reducing the quantity of custom code impact. Also, important part is to avoid the modification and custom modification and move closer to SAP standard. Custom code management supports you to reduce the cost of your operation and maintenance of your SAP system landscape by leveraging the innovation to control the gaps and minimize existing modification. Ensure the value, increase the IT value and business value at the same time. On this slide is some of typical experience of our SAP customers that shows that more of the half of your custom code is not being used in the past few months, and more than half of your custom code you have custom code inspection messages, and the experience shows us also that in the average environment there are 15 to 20,000 custom code objects affected. This doesn't mean that you have to. This doesn't mean that you have to retire half of custom code. But imagine how much effort goes on creating and maintaining the custom code, and you have so much custom code in your environment because you're probably running for past, let's say, 20 years on SAP, and you kept producing custom code, and you never thought about retiring. There are so many disadvantages of having all this custom code in your environment. There's a huge impact risk that increase your bills, like adjustment effort, maintenance effort, security and destabilization risk, data consistency, training effort, increasing complexity, your environment gets complex, and unnecessary documentation, and also there are legal aspects. And how can this be improved? How can your custom code get improved? We have, on this slide, I'm showing 4 areas that your custom code can be improved. It's remove, avoid, replace, and leverage and utilize. If we have the accurate data from the system, we can start a retirement process. So we can remove the unused code. So we don't put any more effort on unused code. Avoid, the first step to avoid custom code is the transparency. We need to know what custom code is on your system, and if we know how your organization moved past few years, so we can put a strategy in place so we can avoid custom developments in the future. Replace. It's important on the replace. It's important to review your modification and see if there is if SAP already has delivered programs, standard SAP programs that do the same thing that your custom development is doing now. How we do this? There is a tool in SAP called Clone Finder that can help us find the standard similar code that's running. Leverage and utilize. With custom code management, we can improve and optimize the code that you created with the right quality and performance and the security. How we do this, I will talk on the demo. And the custom code lifecycle, from requirement to retirement. The first step is to get the transparency. When we have the transparency, we can optimize, and we can remove, and we can improve. The stages of a life cycle are like planning. We put a strategy in place, build. You build the code, run the solution, and the end is the retirement. Most customers are focused on the build phase, build and run phase, but they are not focused on the retirement. And that's because they're spending the effort on creating and delivering code in the programs and on time, so they're not worried much about the quality, and they just want to meet the deadlines. And CCLM will help you meet the quality of your custom code. Custom code, CCLM, Custom Code Lifecycle Management, it's an holistic approach to manage the custom code from the requirement to retirement, as you're seeing here. The starting point of your custom code management should be an evaluation how your system situation is right now. And the city models, this you're seeing on the slide is the city models. The city model gives you the right transparency to define your way to the green city, to build a strategic roadmap to efficient custom code management. This strategy is custom-tailored roadmap shows you should lead you to efficient custom code management in the future. As we see, we have quality with colors that can be determined is inappropriate to be improved, to approve appropriate custom code, and the technical severity from to custom to standard to standard SAP, and we have technical severity from not critical to critical, and also the quantity as you see here. And the strategic roadmap. If you want to optimize, the first step is to get transparency. Have the transparency. We can define the scope. We have the usage, and we can prepare for the next step with improvement. On improvement, SAP delivers with Solution Manager 2 cockpits, the commissioning cockpit and the quality cockpit. Both can be improved, and only with the transparency we can get to the optimization, and we can move to the next stage, which is sustain. On the sustain phase, we can run efficient and effective custom code lifecycle management, as we're seeing on the slides, the 3 phases of the roadmap. Custom code management, governance, building. On this slide, you're seeing the main blocks. On the bottom is custom code lifecycle management, where you get the transparency, and then in the middle, you're seeing these 4 blocks are severity, quality, usage and quantity, and criticality, and these help you to optimize your custom code. And on the top, you have the dashboards that can run efficient custom code management. The custom code management governance ensures that the quality of custom code and functionalities and controls the growth and usage of custom code during the whole life cycle. The purpose is to review and analyze the setup of existing custom code management processes and optimize the custom code management governance according to the latest SAP best practices. Before the development organization can start to design and realize custom code for its specific needs, functional gaps, or competitive advantage, or however the customer conducts its business, it's important to establish that these development activities can follow certain rules and standards. How we do this, I will talk in the demo. We have these ATC checks and so on. Here, for to get ready for S/4HANA, first we need the transparency. How we get this? We get this with CCLM, Custom Code Lifecycle Management, a steady model, and we can remove the waste with the decommissioning cockpit. We do the improvement with the quality cockpit, and we get ready for HANA. Here's more detail. What happens? We have ATC checks running on ATC checks running that are specific for S/4HANA, and those we get the ATC checks on the quality cockpit in Solution Manager, so we can see monitor the quality there. And scope and effort analyzer. Scope and effort analyzer is part of Solution Manager that will help you get the scope and effort before actually doing an upgrade. The difference between scope and effort analyzer and change impact analyzer is the scope and effort analyzer. You do it before you get the effort before actually doing something. And with change and impact analyzer, you actually, while you're doing, you want to see the what was affected. The scope and effort analyzer will give you a report that goes beyond the high level of effort calculation. So the result will cover information about the scope and effort of two major effort drivers. It's a custom code, modification, adjustment, and the test management. This information is very detailed and will help you to see all the object what's going to be affected. And the result is based on UPL, uses procedure login data, so it's pretty accurate. So you can, with scope and effort analyzer, you can do. It's a great tool, planning tool, so you can plan before actually going to maintenance changes. And this is what's new in the Solution Manager 7.2. You will see all of these parts also in demo. It's object-centric, and we have system-centric. And this is about the decommissioning cockpit. It's simplified, and we have here the quality cockpit, so we can monitor our quality. It's also some demo, and the BW reports. And this is a quality cockpit. It's a quality cockpit, and let's go on the demo. Let me open the demo environment here. This is a view of Solution Manager 7.2. It's UI5, and we have these tiles. I'm a system administrator here, so I have all the tiles showing here. We can modify the tiles and so on. This is general view of Solution Manager 7.2. On here we have for custom code we have these 5 tiles. Custom code work center is going to be the main one that you're going to work on, and there are these other tiles, and the dashboard one is very important for us to see where we stand. And as I mentioned earlier, this is the city model, and we have here that we have the custom the technical severity from critical to less critical, from critical to 5 to less critical to B1, and we have the colors and also the quantity. This is a demo environment. That's why we have so much custom object, because I filled the system with the data. It's not really being used that much, but it's a demo. On this side, we have all the systems that we're getting the data from. We have the quality and the usage. And this is basically the city model, gives us information about overall number of custom code objects in all systems, and for each analyzed system, in addition, provides us information of the usage of custom code objects overall, and for each analyzed system. The library, we can download and upload a library definition. Its function is if you like to import and export library structure for customer specific attributes to another code library in another solution manager, you can do that. And objects is what's new in Solution Manager 7.2. We have system-centric and object-centric. In Solution Manager 7.1, if we had an object and if we found that in different system, we got the reference to that system, and the information we store, this object was just a link to the object that was not system dependent. We need to have system dependent. Now in CCLM we have system dependent, so we have each entry for each object, a line for each object. So if we find the object in 2 systems, and same object in 2 systems, we will get the data will be stored in Solution Manager, and we'll get the 2 lines for 2 systems. Let's see down here. So we have the system. If we select the object, we can see the details. And we can go in. So this is also what's new in Solution Manager 7.2. And quality. We can collect ATC results from the managed system and point them to CCLM. On the quality here, we have an overview. We have the active project, the project that are going on, or a critical project, and we can see this is just an overview. We can go and see the actual project going. We see that we have this project, the description of the project, the owner, the details, active object, and we can see these are the ATC results that's coming to the Solution Manager and CCLM, and get an overview about these ATC results for master run. The master run in ATC means that you might have an ATC check once a month for all custom code objects with the default check variant. In demo here, I did the scheduled ATC check for each day, so we get more data. Let's see, there was no changes. We have this is critical object 500. Nothing was improved, and this is the to be improved. There's just information about the object, and we can select ATC run and go on more detail about that ATC run. And we say get object list, and say, oh, okay, this in ATC run, this is critical. Let's see the ATC result. So now, in 7.2, we can see the ATC result right from here. Say, show ATC result. And we'll get this pop-up that will show us all the ATC result with the effort, the date, and the status. So what we can do also is notify the owner. We can notify the owner, say, hey, something, and send a notification. So this is what's new in Solution Manager 7.2 with the ATC. Now for S/4HANA, you might not have a default ATC check, but you create a specific check for ATC for HANA. So you can check, you make your system ready for S/4HANA. This is not meant for developers. This is meant for someone who would like to manage and take care of the quality project, the custom codes that's going on their system. And we also have here the decommissioning cockpit. Gives us an overview of what analysis we have, project we have. This is an overview dashboard, so what's going on in the system. And we can check open one project. And see, this is a total number of objects. Once again, this is a demo environment. Both of them are demo environment. We just not being used a lot. Basically, never being used. So we see the number of objects, and we have also the BW reporting. But this is the new dashboards that we have here. As example, we want to see this is our default KPI. This dashboard visualize the achievement of the implemented decommissioning strategy. So we can see, okay, number of custom code objects. So we see a real nice dashboard that's coming up. They are default configured when you configure the CCLM. This dashboard comes with it, and you can go back and see more dashboards. Let's say total severity object that all have one enhanced, been enhanced. So they are very enhanced objects. This is the dashboard. And what's more important, you can open custom code analysis. So open the okay. Let's see. Well, that's not okay. And let me open the so you can see the scope and effort analyzer. Suite analyzer. Okay. Let's difference this down. Just give me a second to open it. Open. It's all the capabilities of Solution Manager. I'm just looking for the scope and effort analyzer. Yeah, right here. And so we can see the custom code that will be affected if we do a change. So let's select this one. Modification, custom development, so we'll see all the details, the number of objects, days and effort, and go on. So this gives us an overview. What will happen to the custom developments. It's very nice details. This was the demo. And what's the value that custom code management brings to you? Well, custom code management is very important for your organization. So you can remove unused custom code. You can plan with decommissioning, because you probably never did the decommission, retire custom code. So you have a lot of custom code in your environment. Avoid. It will help you to put a strategy to avoid custom code in the future. Replace with a clone finder. You can find the clones and replace the unused. And you can leverage and utilize the custom code by improving the code that you're already running. So this custom code is very important for all of our customers. This concludes the demo. I would like to thank you all for participation in this demo, and Tony will get now the control.
Thank you, Fisnik. I appreciate it. Let me go ahead and okay, everybody. Our next poll question has went ahead and popped up for us. So our next poll question: are you planning to migrate to S/4HANA? Again, are you planning to migrate to S/4HANA? And give me 1 second here. That was the last one. What happened? There we go. I apologize there. Are you planning to migrate to S/4HANA? If you could go ahead and take the time to answer that for us, we can go ahead and continue here. We truly appreciate it. And in the event that any audio or anything like that cut out, please let us know. We do have the recording of today's session, and we'll be sure to get it out to you. That's not a problem. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up the poll. And we're going to go ahead and show you the results. Okay, so 53% of you are planning to migrate to S/4HANA, so that's great news. So by doing so, the numbers kind of are skewed with regard to Solution Manager 7.2. So we can go ahead and talk about that in the future. But if you're going to migrate over to S/4HANA, we might want to get Solution Manager 7.2 going for you as well. So we're going to go ahead and put that aside. Okay, the next steps. Next steps would be creating a custom presentation specific for your organization, and we can do that. It allows us to understand exactly what your business needs are and provide a streamlined presentation for you. Also, what we can do is once we do that and we do have an understanding of exactly what your business processes are, we'll be able to provide you free of charge a 1-hour solution assessment, at least give you our professional opinion on exactly perhaps a roadmap that you would need to achieve your end goal. And also there's jumpstart packages that are pre-configured, quick delivery, high value, low cost. So we can assist with that as well. And you can go ahead and contact your client partner, and if you're unaware who your client partner is, you can go ahead and respond back to our email that sent you the webinar invite, and we'll go ahead and have your client partner reach out to you. Our upcoming events, as you're aware, here at CoreLM, we are constantly providing educational sessions such as today's event. We do webinars every 2 weeks. Our next series is going to be our test suite, and that'll kind of get us all the way up into Sapphire. So we're getting really close to Sapphire, and hopefully a lot of you will be attending Sapphire. We could put a face with the name and be able to talk more in depth, or even create a meeting with you with regard to any future needs that you might have, whether it be this year, next year, or anything that we can assist you with. So what I'd like to do now is go ahead and open it up for a Q&A. I see that we have, we have an additional, our final poll question of the day. Our final poll question of the day is, what additional CoreLM service interests your organization? And if I'm not mistaken, this one here is multiple selections. So you can select more than one. And this gives us an idea of where you're at within your organization, and perhaps some feedback, some white papers, some additional information, some webinar series, some demonstrations that CoreLM can provide for you that lets us know exactly what you're looking to do in the near future. So we're going to give that one a couple seconds here to get everybody logged in here. Again, thank you so much. We truly appreciate your time. We understand it is valuable. Okay, we're going to go ahead and close the poll at this time. And I'm going to show you the results on this one. So on this one, it looks like Solution Manager upgrades and HANA upgrade are the ones that interest the most, followed by change management and test automation. That's good information, and we'll take that and try to provide as much information to you on the back end, and get to you all that information as quickly as possible. With that being said, I want to go ahead and open it up to Q&A. We do have several questions that have come in. In the event that we don't get to them all, what we will do is we will go ahead and email you your answers, and we'll go from there. But we're going to go ahead and get started. I believe Fisnik is still on the call with us. So Fisnik, the first question comes from Amir, and the question is, what's the difference between CCLM and CDMC?
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Amir, for the question. Officially, SAP recommends to use CCLM for decommissioning. CDMC is not in maintenance period, and it's not being developed or enhanced for any more features. With CCLM, with Custom Code Lifecycle Management, you have more options for decommissioning, which I mentioned on the webinar. So you have a lot of features that comes in CCLM. You have a combination about for management, when you can get quality, usage, similarity, and criticality, which provides you more information and so on. I hope this answers your question. Now SAP recommends to use CCLM.
Perfect. Thank you, Fisnik. Amir, if you have a follow-up question to that, by all means, please go ahead and submit it, and we'll get that answered. The next question comes from, and forgive me, I'm going to pronounce this the best I can. I believe it's Syed, and the question is, what are the benefits of ATC? What are the benefits of ATC? Well,
thank you for the question. To explain what ATC is ABAP Desktop. It stands for ABAP Desktop that I mentioned here. ATC is a key to CCLM. SAP introduced ATC a couple of years back, and with ATC is now fully integrated with ABAP development tool like Eclipse and ABAP Workbench and you can use ATC to run checks on quality, functional checks, performance, and security aspects on your code. So it's ATC has a lot of benefits. I hope
great.
will answer your questions.
Thank you, Pisnik. Appreciate it. The next question it comes from Jeff, and the question is, how fast can we implement CCML? I'm sorry. How fast can we implement Custom Code Management Lifecycle?
How fast? Well, it depends from. I will answer the most consultant answer. It depends. It depends of your environment. It depends how much system do you have and how complex is your environment. How many? It's a lot of factors that are included in your custom code, and do you own everything, or what do you need? But typically, it will probably take up from 4 weeks and up. I will give you a rough estimation if you insist on it. I hope that answers your questions.
Yeah, thank you, Pisnik. Jeff, just to hit on that real quick, what Pisnik is basically what he's trying to relay is what we typically no less than 30 days, but we would really need to do an assessment prior to give you an idea. But it is something that we can work with you and your team and be able to provide you that information. And that would be part of that whole 1 hour assessment that we had talked about earlier. Okay, so the next question is from Miguel, and the question is, have you used CCLM 7.1 in S4 HANA?
Thanks, Miguel, for the question. I would say that as for S4 HANA in 7.1, no, but in 7.2 I can explain how it will work, and I think we will have an active webinar how to go for S4 HANA, and how it works in 7.2 is that you have the ATC check. You check if you're ready, and you're ready for S4 HANA. If you meet everything, then you go S4 HANA. It's not only the custom code management. There are all other steps that you have to take to go to S4 HANA. I hope in the next webinar we will explain this, how to move to S4 HANA. But if you're interested, we can schedule a one-on-one call or something to help you with your organization to go to S4 HANA. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Pisnik. Again, folks, I'm going to wrap up the Q&A at this time. There are some additional questions. We will go ahead and get those out to everybody and provide the answers. We really, truly appreciate everybody's time this afternoon. We understand, again, how valuable your time is. We hope to see you on our additional webinars coming up here. Again, it's every 2 weeks on a Thursday, 11 o'clock Pacific time, and we look forward to providing the education needed. Again, thank you so much for Pisnik. If you need additional information, do not hesitate to reach out to us. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you really soon. Thank you so much.